We're back! Tyler Webb here. 2 months ago, I just returned home from my 2-year mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. It feels great to be back. So over the course of these 2 years, and for many years prior, I have always told this one story about when we met LeBron James in Chicago many years ago, my family and I. Well, I always tell this story from my perspective, but why would I not get all the perspectives of my family, mesh them up, and get the perfect, most candid version of this story? So that's what I did. And now we're going to see what it's really like to meet a celebrity. Let's go to it.
Well, of course, we got to talk about one of our most epic Webb family stories of all times. The time we got to see our hero, LeBron James, King James as we call him.
So our whole family was in downtown Chicago one day. We were in the Water Tower Place, this multi-level mall, and we were all on different floors at different stores. When all of a sudden I turn around and I see this extremely tall black guy from the back.
And my sister Allison,
Allison,
who is a celebrity spotter.
And instantly I knew that's someone famous. That's some sort of sports star.
And we were like, yeah, that's LeBron James.
So we all congregated downstairs. We met up on the outside of this fancy-looking restaurant with kind of closed windows.
We had drawn conclusions that LeBron had gone into this back secret private room. My dad decided to buy the cheapest thing on the menu just so they would let us into the restaurant, and we went back and sat at this table.
And we waited. And we waited. And we waited.
I don't know how long we waited for. Probably like 2 hours. We sat at that table.
We were waiting for somebody to walk out, somebody famous. There was this kind of energy, this electricity in the air.
And all of a sudden, his bodyguards are with him, and he comes walking out, and
All this commotion breaks loose. Everything goes crazy. Everyone starts running up, but the bodyguards hold back everyone. No one can get through.
And my mom, being the person that she is, pushed through all of them.
Bodyguard kind of just went, nope, stay away, and wouldn't let me near him. And so I kind of ducked under the bodyguard just a little bit and was like, LeBron, my kids have been waiting the whole time just to see you and get a picture. Is there any way we can? And LeBron's like, you know what, it's okay. Let him get a picture with me.
This guy was nice. He's like, sure, no problem. Come on in, let him in, bodyguards. And so the Red Sea was parted, and my family walks through it, and then the bodyguards close again.
So LeBron gathers himself. He puts his huge arms around the 5 kids.
His big, long arms around all 5 of my kids.
Silver wrapped his big arms around us all.
And he put his super long arms around us all. Had plenty of wingspan to spare.
The massive wingspan of LeBron James.
His massive arms around my entire family. His wingspan covers my whole family.
His long arms got all 5 of us kids in the photo.
And we take the famous photo.
And I remember his right palm resting on my right shoulder, and it felt like nothing I've ever felt before. The biggest hand I'd ever felt, the strongest human being I'd ever been in the presence of.
And for years after, my sisters fought over whose shoulder his hand was on.
But that's not the end of the story.
This guy, this worker at the restaurant, motions for us to come over. And we go over, and he says to my dad, hey, if you send me that photo, I'll give you anything you want on the menu for free.
Of course, I love sushi, so we made a trade. A LeBron photo for a whole sushi tray.
This guy wasn't even in the photo, but it was taken right next to him, and he saw it being taken, so he just wanted it for memory's sake, I'm sure.
Made my day.
So it was an epic day and an epic memory we have as a whole family together.
That is a story that I have told many times and will probably tell many more times the rest of my life.
We probably show that picture to more strangers, more people than any other video of our Webb family. It goes down in history, King James.
Way to go, LeBron.
LeBron James.